fall to last. So ZETA Division after the timeout are able to break this win streak, which across both halves was 5 rounds consecutively for Global. They get themselves back into the driver's seat, but cash still very much in the hands of Global, so they can get another full buy. Oh.
Okay, was it just a hard read, or did they see him on the minimap?
I'm guessing Depp, when he jumped up, might have noticed it and made the call, or the minimap, as you say.
Yeah.
They would have had vision on him one way or the other.
I would have liked to see the depth POV though. The tap on this smoke. Okay, is there another interesting thing? Hiroron couldn't pick up any other rifles, so he's on an outlaw from Polvi. So I wonder how that's gonna pan out.
We will see. I mean, Trapwires is set up to try to get this catch on the flank from behind. This is a very aggressive push. I mean, Global, they have all this information. Looks like they're gonna say, okay, let's go swing out a little bit wider, where they will be met by yet another Trapwire.
They found my wire.
Okay, there's the trips. Oh!
Polvi makes it across. I think he had to use a blast pack to get over top of that one.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're not even looking in that general direction. They're only focused right in front of them. They don't know the flank is about to come.
Okay, plant is interrupted. Polvi moving his way forward. Sugar Zero not watching for this one at all. There's the shot. Kill comes in. Paint Shell going to be knocked into the corner. Last forced to.
क्या Blacksy boy क्या कह रहे हो? Frame by hole अरे क्या कह रहे हैं यार बोलो तो सही.
Wow. So now they just have to pay attention towards the site itself. Earl Depth goes out. Blaze King, the last one, will now be revealed. Swings out, looks for Depth, can't quite make it.
Hello Blacksy boy कैसे हो? भोला जी.
Also a tricky situation.
अरे भोला Blacksy boy कैसे हो?
The flank from Polvi, but the Paint Shell as well on that pocket that he was positioned at.
स्वागत है आपका हमारी स्ट्रीम पे.
There you go. And still manages to pick up the kill on Polvi. Captain. My captain. ZETA IGL making it work.
Quick.
लाइक किया कि नहीं किया? जल्दी से लाइक करें स्ट्रीम को Blacksy boy.
ZETA on the home stretch now. Certainly sold them up as last pack out, up in hand. Nobody else in this position. ZETA in the meantime, eyes very much set here on the A site. Seeker's going to be let loose. Russ now starting to rotate back across, try to reinforce this position here with the rest of his teammates.
Flag.
There's the spike plant. Polvi with the showstopper, looking for a target. Sends it into the corner, has a good read, takes down Sugar Zero. Gonna roll out into the open. Polvi finds himself a second. He's driving forward now. It's gonna be Ben Kaiser. Coming forward is Depp. Getting caught there. They get the wingman over onto the spike for the defuse. The pain comes across. The defuse still coming through, and it can't be interrupted.
मैं आया चैट आप देखो एंजॉय करो मैं आता हूँ 2 मिनट 10 मिनट.
Won't be able to carry his weapon forward. It's going to be a 4K for Yuran, but it is going to be Global hanging on.
At what cost, though? Look at that economic damage. Everyone is just hovering somewhere around 3,000 for Global here. The only one who can even purchase a rifle or a Vandal is Polvi. That forces him into the half shield.
That goes there.
I mean, yeah, sure, they were able to get that rounded. Super important, but this round is going to hurt economically speaking.
Certainly could. Step going out on a wide swing. Blaze King, though, a judge once more in hand. This ends up just being dry contact swing. This could be bad for them, and it is. Step going to be taken down first and foremost. Sugar Zero going to have to try to back away. Quick clear out on that Dizzy. Stopping it from finding value, but Depp dead. Already a big win here for Global.
Yeah, bait and switch works in the favor of Global there. Oh boy. I was starting to get slightly worried for Global here, but you got plenty of tricks up their sleeve. And Blaze King, love the reposition here on Hookah. If Yuran even dares to step just an inch there, you can already see Blaze King very much prepared for it. That means the lurk from Laz gonna have to start to get that value on Shower. Though, yeah, tripwire as well as the camera available here. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get yeah, the battle of the cams. Who's got the higher definition? Hello.
My eyes are down.
Cam cleared, Dark going to be removed.
30 seconds
Get it
left.
on. Oh, looks like he did spot Benkai. Benkai likely to have spotted him. Either way, they know that they're further forward now. This trap wire gets cleared. Lightning Fast in the corner. Still holding on to the snake bites. Lets one go. But Zero pushes out of the smoke, managing to find the kill. PentAlpha still lingering. Orbital strike sent down. Polvi going to be forced back. Zero just plans through it. On the wire, Laz, Yodon going to be finding one apiece. It's just Russ and Blaze King left standing. Russ going for the chase, trying to rush his way in towards Lamps. Comes up with one. Turns its sights back out, but he's going to be caught reloading, and Laz gets the punish. Now it's just Blaze King here. He's got to judge, and there's 3 players from ZETA completely scattered, so he will just rotate out.
Can even save a rifle if he wants to. There's that rifle steal, I believe, on B long when they got depth.
Yeah.
But it was surprising that he wasn't able to pick it up, though. Maybe because he was already somewhere hookah or repositioning to spawn. I didn't really see where he was when ZETA was pushing into the site, but I can only assume that's what happened. The one thing that really caught me off guard was, did Laz just put a delayed trip that actually caught PentAlpha? Because again, PentAlpha was just probably not hearing all of the utility because of just how much noise was happening around him. You know, the smokes, the orbital strike, and everything. And he got caught.
And I'll start with that. The aggro push out that clearly Lightning Fast just was not anticipating. Thought maybe he had himself covered with the smoke down, the snake bite as well.
Yeah.
But the aggression comes through. Sugar Zero very much rewarded for it. ZETA now up to 11. Global. Very limited tools. You can see that they do have that pit, but without the weaponry to back it up. You'd have Blaze King go absolutely crazy with this Phantom, this hero rifle. PentAlpha toggle onto the camera, managing to spot quite a many few players here from ZETA. Boombot gonna be let loose. Blazer goes and checks all throughout showers. Nothing spotted, so Laz can start advancing forward.
There it is. That's the 5-stack from Global, 2 at the back of the site. Once these smokes dissipate, there is a chance for Global to make something happen. If Russ can set up a good flash, oh wow, that nade, ouch.
Shells will force them back. Re-swing in. Depp finds 2. Laz finds the others. Gets himself a 3rd. ZETA Division now moving up to map point.
Match point.
You knew Global was just hoping that ZETA would dry peek, dry push into Labs. What wishful thinking that was. That nade clipped both of the Lab players down to 50%. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you already know ZETA was just going to be cleaning up house. But not to this extent. It's a save, so maybe. But yeah, map point already.
Let's go.
Here we are. Ooh, first time we're going to see, I think, the operator in the hands of Polvi in this game.
Utilizing it once again. Let's see what kind of value you can find. But I mean, as he gets positioned here on that A site, everybody from ZETA starts shifting towards B. Trailblazer kind of getting locked there a little bit.
I think he Seal Lion booped the mosh pit.
Oh, Flash not finding its target, but Blaze King caught off guard by the push up there from Depp. More aggressive than he might have anticipated. The spray through actually also finding some connection there as Russ going to be knocked down to 85. Answering fire will soften up Depp just a little bit as the snake bite prevents the retreat for the time being. Polvi with an opportunity here, but Flash goes in. Knocked down to 3 HP, and Laz gets the punish. Oh, he's just so ready for it. Now the Neural Depth goes in. They stray away from the pit. Lightning Fast still just sat there on the B site. McKay just popped to try and delay, but it's Hood on finding PentAlpha back sight. Step up and over the top. The rocket goes in. And he flushes them out of lamps, and now it's all on Lightning Fast.
Spike planted.
Depp just around the corner here within the smoke. The push-up comes through. The first shorty, the second. He gets the 3K, he gets the 13th round. And ZETA Division will get themselves a win on Bind.
I honestly thought that that was a great position for Polvi to hit a shot with the operator, because it's obvious that Huron had to push out, you know, to bring the spike elsewhere. And then, of course, it's ZETA Division. They're going to be safe. They're actually going to throw out a flash, knowing that someone is looking to punish that swing out from Huron. And Laz just feeds off of the 1-2 punch play. And then everything just crumbles down here for Global Esports. You already see in the camera that Coach goes straight in to talk with these players. He's not wasting any time to build up some kind of counter strategy in that second map. Look at this. Yeah. Man is motivated. Anyways,
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're just going to pass it on to our analyst to discuss this bind map. Guys, take it away.
Yeah, GE might be struggling to find ways on how to defeat ZETA Division, but ZETA Division looking really, really good. There were so many good plays, and I feel like that map was more on, not exactly what GE was doing, right? But like more of like ZETA Division just made GE make the mistakes, and they just played into it.
Yeah, I mean, just quite frankly, a lot of times ZETA was just outplaying them, outthinking, outreacting to them. You know, great utility usage. Hirodon in particular started out hot, you know, went like 10-0 or something to start this before he finally died, but he was landing some really impactful flashes, and death is death. I mean, that play he had at B Teleporter was beyond belief. He dodges the thrash, gets the repeat kill, and then TP's out. Like
it was nothing.
That is unreal. And this is a thing that I've been really impressed with again, and I'm going to say it time and time again, is that his Raze is way better this year. Way better. And that was a great example of like one of those Raze plays that he did not make last year.
I mean, vastly improved. Basically carrying over whatever he had on Jet to Raze, you know, fast movement, fast reactions, know exactly what to do. But apart from that, I mean, the whole team, kind of like what Miko is saying, just operated really well. You can see that they really fixed a lot of, you know, some of the things from last year. You know, good standard operating procedures, especially because they had just the best start on defense. And I think that's the main thing about this map too. They managed to pick the right side. They had the great composition for it, and just the right protocols. Like Euron was really impressive to me because the way that he played Viper, the way he controlled the map, just like falling back bound by bound. If I think they're gonna come from short, I'll fall back to like lamps. I'll jiggle for footsteps. I'll throw out a snake bite. It's like for easy kills, dude. Like it's just so good. And of course, you know, Depp being the MVP.
Yeah, no doubter here. I mean, he was just unreal. I mean, that sheriff shot he had from short up to A Heaven, like just he's unbelievable right now. Like a 360, 350 ACS is out of control. He's just incredible. But it's teamwork here. I mean, and they have great senses. They have great timings. I mean, the time lads caught Russ reloading, like all of these things, like their ability to coordinate and work off of each other as well, just has gotten better in a very short amount of time, and that is very scary for everyone else left in this event.
I remember
Exactly.
when we were talking a little bit earlier on about confidence too. I think because of such a great start that ZETA had, Global started to lose confidence a little bit, and as you go into the second half, there was this one round, I think it was round 16, ZETA lost like their bonus round and had to go for an eco, but off of the timeout, they were confident enough to come in with like movement as a team to throw off like Polvy's crosshair placement, and then just the most confident swings with the Sheriff, and they actually broke apart Global Esports defense that way.
Those are rounds that, of course, you know, no team should be winning, right? But at the same time, these are rounds that I think ZETA Division of last year would not be winning. It just goes to show how much they've improved, right? Especially with, again, Coach Carla coming in with something new and the new guns coming in. So it's working so well for ZETA, and I feel like on the side of Global Esports, you know, what more can they do? I don't think that, you know, the ZETA Division that everybody knew from last year does not exist anymore, paper thin.
No, it's even better so far. I mean, in my eyes, this is better in every aspect. And like even their comms are better, I think, because there was that one round where Polvy used the blast pack to hop over Laz's trapwire way at the back of B, right, in the alley, and then they wrap around, they get Sugar Zero in Octagon, and then immediately someone's there to turn and make sure that he isn't a problem. Like, so that to me is like good comms as on top of everything else that is going well.
Really flowing as a team. I will say though, the one thing that doesn't look so great sometimes, their attacking side.
Yeah.
It was a little bit rough. I mean, it is bind after all, but the other thing is just like sometimes like really rough. The way that they just like kind of what Asterai mentioned, just dry contact peeking into, you know, no utility. Let's just walk out of a choke point. And Global Esports is like, hey, I'm on the other side. Welcome. I'll open the door for you, but you'll get shot. And that's basically what happens. If we, you know, go into the next map and ZETA is starting out on that attacking side, it's not going to be the greatest thing. Remember, this is Lotus. They played this against T1. They were completely stopped by Excurate and Rossi every step of the way. Every step of the way. It's a little bit rough. And I think maybe Global Esports got into their heads a little bit on this map. If they kind of come in with a refreshed, reset mindset, you know, they'll be performing a lot better, and Zeta has to watch out.
Well, this is a Zeta Division's pick, right? So they must want to do this retake on Lotus. They want to see, like, you know, hey, we can do even better than that. Xcurin is not here, so but that might give a hint for Global Esports, right? It gives a hint on like what would make Zeta Division stop in their tracks, and it's a player like Xcurin who can fill those shoes on the side of Global Esports, right? Who's willing to take up that role to be that stopper for Zeta?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I think Depp is clearly on one today again, so he could be that guy like he has been many times in the past, but frankly, the young players as well have really stepped up today. Once again, you know, Yuan and Hirodon like came out the gate swinging and didn't let go. So, I mean, Laz does a great job on this Cypher. I really like some of the trick plays he has. So I'm pretty sure that Asarai was right. He caught it, that there was a late trapwire thrown that caught Benkai in one of those later rounds that threw him off, like through all the smokes and confusion. So he's clearly gotten really good at this Cypher as well. But, you know, last time we saw him in the Killjoy on Lotus. So is that going to be the same pick here? It's fine if he does it. I know.
Well, you just want the chamber.
I do.
You just want
but look what Xcurin did to you. Just do that to the other team. It's easy.
That's true. That's true. I mean, like, yeah, it's definitely, you know, it's definitely a good sign actually when your star player, somebody like Laz on the side of Zeta Division, isn't the star player or as much of a star player anymore, right? Because it shows that like the rest of the team is definitely stepping up. It's exciting to see, especially since there's always been a lot of attention on Laz Quack. I mean, we saw him looking like the protagonist he is at the beginning of the match, right? He was meditating, he was really taking in everything and ready to attack.
I mean, that's definitely what Zeta Division does. You know, you're expecting Depp, you're expecting Laz, and then new guns who are doing so darn well. For Global Esports, to your earlier point, Mika, I do think the ones to stop them, at least on the map like Lotus, has to be someone like Benkai. It's got to be lightning fast, because they are the ones playing the defensive agents, and if they can delay, if they can put a stop to them, then it would be good. But, you know, if Laz picks Chamber, and then he, like, out-snipes and out-ops them, you know, it might be a different story. So, Laz, Chamber or negai shimasu.
Oh, we can wish for it. Who knows? Maybe it's too early to play that card. Maybe still, you know, waiting it out a bit. But I do want to turn attention to Global Esports just a bit, right? Because we're talking about how much improvement there is on Zeta Division. And again, it's been, you know, it's been how many matches so far for Global Esports. We're seeing teams slowly improve. Like, for example, Team Secret. But for Global Esports, it doesn't seem to be jiving just yet. And the question is, how much longer do we have to wait for this team to finally come together?
Yeah, I mean, I hope not long. I think there's good pieces in place here, but Benkai was struggling a little bit, and again, something that we talked about earlier is that Zeta clearly identified was to make sure to deal with his lurks, make sure to deal with some of his off angles that he tried to take. Like, every time he tried to take showers, it felt like that it was shut down by Zeta when they were on their defender side. They really keyed in and identified that as a position that they had to deal with quickly and effectively if they were going to get retakes successfully, and they did.
Yeah, to me, like, Global Esports sometimes looks like this team that you got all the right puzzle pieces. You just got to put them together. The other thing, is just Lotus. We don't have that much data on Global Esports as Lotus, except for like last year, which is outdated. So
Yeah,
this
that's not
composition now. All right, we got Gecko coming in.
Sure.
And the fade.
Yeah, Gecko's good everywhere now. Like, just period. Like, there's so many ways to combo off of it. It's really, really good.
Yeah, definitely. But
No
you know,
chamber, though.
we are no chamber
know.
just yet. I'm
Aw.
sorry, guys. We're gonna have to wait just a little bit
Come
longer.
on.
But right now, as we're seeing, you know, double initiator on the side of Global and double control on the side of Zeta.
Yeah, this is pretty much kind of their styles, right? Like, with the players they have in place, this is what they want to do.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see exactly what they want to do as we head into what could potentially be the final map. Let's toss it on over to our casters, Achilles and Azurai.
Alrighty, here we go. Zeta Division up 1-0 in the series, looking to get that 2-0, push forward into the play-ins. Global fighting to survive, fighting to keep themselves here in the tournament. As we will have Zeta first on the attack.
There is just that resounding disappointment that we're on Lotus and we don't see Laz on the chamber.
I think that's why I feel so low energy right now.
Well, give yourself some wings.
Laz on Killjoy, I
Energy
sleep.
Yeah.
Now, he had a very good game there on Bind. Pretty much everybody did, honestly. We'll see how this goes, though. First and foremost, it's going to be that paranoia off the rip, and the rush forward here as Yuran spotting this out. He's going to go ahead and back away. Looks like he makes the call over to Hirodon, says, no, I'm good. You don't have to backpedal. The rest of the team now Gonna push their way forward here onto C site. Benkai over at range. Will get a little bit of damage done there onto Sugar Zero with that frenzy, but Paranoia in. Paint shells pulling him down to 60. Gets a headshot on the hero run, but cannot find the kill. Yoda in the meantime goes on this lurk. Finds 3, looks for a little bit more. Will get taken down, but now it's just gonna be Blaze King all on his lonesome.
Trying to find more, but he found the entire stash.
Oh, Depp up against the corner here. Is he ready? Yes, he is. He even gets him in the head, but into the corner, so cannot find the kill. Depp will finish the round, and ZETA will go ahead and get themselves a second pistol win.
All these almosts, right? It's got to be frustrating for global to be in global esports' shoes right about now, especially with Euron hitting such sick shots. And yeah, again, so many tag players not able to convert into true kills.
What a celebration, a singular clap.
That's all he needs.
I did it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if we're talking semantics here, he's probably just like thinking, I need to get back my, my keyboard, my fingers to my keyboard and my mouse. Nah, I'm just trolling. Probably not.
You had enough time between the rounds. I think you can afford a couple extra claps there.
Just the one clap.
Well, some forward pressure outside of C. Orb taken. Now everybody turn their sights back over here towards A, where Polvi is the closest player. That lets that paint shell go, which he does. Is this enough to tell him exactly where this is going? Sugar Zero still hovering around, but it seems like the call coming through. So the rotation's now going to be started here for Global. See what kind of damage they can deal.
Well, this is it for ZETA, right? I mean, the call was to kind of just 5-stack.
Oh, Depp finds one. There's the rest. He's going to be able to get away with 2 kills. Spectre is recovered. Russ taking that one up. See what kind of damage he can get. Swing out of the corner. Damage he can find too. Yuran swings out. Guardian shots coming across. Just tag up Blaze King a bit, but doesn't find the kill. Now Sugar Zero on his lonesome. Low on HP though. Blaze King not able to find it, but this was still a good amount of damage dealt.
Absolutely. I was kind of fearing for Blaze King, for the most part. Actually, in a bit. Sugar Zero, I mean. Because he was getting a lot closer to Blaze King. Especially when he only had 125 HP. There was a slim chance that a burst tap from the classic could have gotten him at that distance.
Yeah. Every now and then the stars align for you. ZETA going into the bonus. ZETA still going to be heavily investing in these rifles. So now Blaze King going to be pushed back over onto the site. There's that really big push out from Global. Everybody rotating through Mount. Benkai going to be forced away there for a brief little moment. Takes a little bit of damage, knocked down to 81 HP. So far, nobody really paying attention behind them here. So potential opportunity for Global to get the jump on ZETA in this post plant.
There is Euron holding the angle there on box though, and you can't see already Depp has positioned for it. There was a point where Laz put the turret on Rubble, but I think ZETA decides, not to hold it. Somewhere closer on the side would have been better, or would be better.
I think both volleys actually were committed over towards the revolving door there as Depp gets one with a showstopper. Round 3, by the way. And that one built up. He will get dropped. Blaze King once again going to be the last man standing. Given the investment here from Global, he's going to have to try to just drift away from this one. 1v4 just not plausible.
Yeah. So that's the reason why. Because again, I was mentioning, there was a point where they might have actually defended up until Rubble, but ZETA wanted to play compressed since Depp was already on that showstopper of his. So they wanted to coax Global Esports to push more into the site where I'm assuming they just wanted to trap them in these kind of tighter situations.
I'd have to look back at it. Maybe I'll be able to glance it in the replay, but I'm not sure if it was a snake bite from Yuran or if it was the volley that was sent outside of doors. Because if that's the case, then double stacked, 2 of their nades in that position. Either way, then it's going to be another bonus conversion here from the side of ZETA. I mean, thinking back to Blind, we saw them pick up the first 6 rounds consecutively. See, it's just going to be that hero carryover rifle here from Blaze King.
Find you.
Yeah, there's the aggressive push out, but no one's home. All of ZETA Division on the other side of the map. And this one way, not really going to stop them for long. They're starting to creep up once again. And honestly, whether it's a straight push onto C long, you can see Zeta Division is prioritizing some form of orb control so that they can keep that, you know, that showstopper train rolling for depth much quicker.
Well, again, just move up to C, grab orb for depth, start working their way back over towards A. Global overcorrecting towards this side of the map. Blaze King this time, though.
He's so
Bit of a different
close.
spot. The Prowler gonna check around. Doesn't fully clear.
Oh,
यार चैट यहाँ पर तो ये फटके पड़ रहे हैं यार, मतलब जी तो भाई पूरा एकदम ऐसे। भाई लोटस तो जेटा नहीं सिलेक्ट किया था, जो लोटस तो पे तो भाई कति क्या डाल रहा है जेटा।
yeah, I mean, I'd say at this point,
भाई यार मुझे लग नहीं रहा यार, देखो तुम लोग वोट तो करो का एटलीस्ट, तो पता चले भाई कौन किसको कितना मार रहा है। ये पता चलेगा जब तुम लोग सब्सक्राइब लाइक करोगे स्ट्रीम को, ठीक है चैट। कम ऑन चैट, स्ट्रीम को लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना। मेक श्योर आप स्ट्रीम को लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करें।
very much more doable, and now
oh boy,
yeah,
good on
ओ बॉय 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 क्या कर रहे हो बॉय बॉय यार, ये लोग बहुत गंदा मार रहे हैं यार ये लोग, समझ रहे हो गाइस।
a couple of weapons here, so a chance for some more damage to be dealt.
well, he's got ulti.
पिटाई तो बहुत भयंकर कर रही है यार जी जेटा की,
Then they'd be willing to commit it, but the time actually is just, I think, a bit too low.
समझ रहे हो चैट।
Shots, Sugar Zero still just trying to hold his ground here.
और यहाँ फटके पड़ रहे हैं भाई, फटके पड़ रहे हैं।
Zeta will move up to 4.
But I need by 11 support guys. Come on यार, लाइक स्ट्रीम को करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, फॉलो करें एंड एंजॉय करें स्ट्रीम को। एंड अपना व्यूज बताएं गाइस, क्या है आपका व्यू इसके अंदर कि कौन जीतेगा यार। अभी भी क्या लगता है, उम्मीद है, उम्मीद की किरण लग तो रही है चैट की यार जी जीत सकती है, बट काइंड ऑफ यू नो मेरे को थोड़ा सा ऐसे लग रहा है कि नहीं यार भाई। लेकिन देखो जी का भाई तो 0 पे है यार, अभी तक उसका खाता तक नहीं खुला गाइस। जेटा तो भाई पूरा पीट रही है गाइस। देखो अगर जी अगर ये जीतती है गाइस, ये वाला ये पूरा मतलब मैच अगर जी जीतती है तो फिर गाइस टाई अप मैच डिसाइडिंग राउंड होगा, जो कि है समझ रहे हो, डिसाइडिंग राउंड विल हैपन अगर जी, अगर ये जो है हमारा जीतती है ये, तो अगर जी नहीं जीतेगी तो फिर तो यार देखो कोई बात ही नहीं है गाइस, ठीक है। डिसाइड जो राउंड होना है वो होना सनसेट के अंदर। अब वो डिपेंड करता है कि यार ये यहाँ पे जीत पाएगी या नहीं। बेसिकली पूरे 13 राउंड जीतने हैं, जेटा को भी 13 राउंड जीतने हैं और जी को भी, अगर जो भी जीतना चाहता है उसको 13 राउंड जीतने का टोटल मैचेस में से। तो जो फर्स्ट 13 मैचेस जीतेगा वो विनर होगा। अब ये देखने वाली बात होगी कि भाई जेटा बहुत गंदी पिटाई कर रहा है जी की। मार रहे यार ये लोग, बहुत गंदा पीट रहे हैं। ऐसा लग नहीं रहा कि भाई ऐसा कुछ हो भी सकता है, लेकिन भाई क्या करेगा, पीट तो रहे हैं ना। अब पिटाई तो पिटाई होती है, आप मानो चाहे ना मानो, पिटाई तो पिट्टी 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 तो पिट्टी पिट्टी होती है ना चैट। कमाया गाइस, लाइक करो स्ट्रीम को, आप लाइक करो, शेयर करो, सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना एंड फॉलो भी कर देना पेज को। सॉरी यस, सब्सक्राइब करें गाइस, लिंक में डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक है, आप उधर से जाकर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब, पेज को फॉलो भी कर सकते हैं। एंड फिलहाल बाय, फिलहाल काफी इंटरेस्टिंग मैच चल रहा है, आप देखो गाइस, एंजॉय करो।
What a hero move there from Benkai. But yeah, there it is. I mean, I only saw a glimpse of it on the scoreboard, right? And I was like, yeah, a commitment. There's the timeout you were talking about. It was probably because they had a plan set with that sniper of theirs, and now losing it immediately, you know, puts Global in critical thinking space. They need to change something up. There is, or maybe just take a breather, because Zeta Division, they've been setting the pace every single round.
That they have been, and I mean it's just completely been dictated by them the whole way throughout thus far. And every time Global tries to get some piece of utility, some weapon, and it feels like it's going to give them an advantage, well, then, I mean, you saw it right there.
Yeah.
Odin spray through the wall. Operator on the floor. It's a nice little volley from Benkai at the end to be able to find those 3 kills, trying to get that, that neural theft ready.
This goes here.
She does have, but that's been about it. Actually, I think he's had the neural theft.
Okay, they're still gonna buy that operator for Polvi here.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
This time though, he's gonna be swinging out on C long, but although buts, there actually will be a spread out peak here, so there is an opportunity for Polvi to make contact happen, and he might actually go for the wider swing on mound.
I expect that they're still going to haunt over the top, or no, at least they're going to lead with a prowler, which does not go deep enough to actually spot him behind this box. The Moombot as well expires.
So good.
And after that, they're going to start backing away. Forward position here for Lightning Fast, just in case they catch anybody trying to advance forward in towards B. This Poison Orb just going to be set up in stairs. That's already next to Orb here. Drifting away, and ZETA just keeping things very hush-hush.
But Polvi is getting a lot of information as he pushes further into mound. Yeah, this is going to be that A execute.
I'll find you.
Paranoia at the ready, Haunt going out, not going to be spotting anything. Nate the check over at drop, trap wires, maybe to try to slow them up a little bit here. Just trying to fish for that camera there. Still is eluding them.
Where is it?
It's finally gone now. Is okay. Dive over to the side there with the thrash, looking for the stun up, but they're not able to find it. Hiron gets Benkai, showstopper out for Polvi, but he's shut down. Dep gets the kill. Hiron finds Lightning Fast.
And they're out of the sight.
Yeah, I mean, the tracers are there. Dep blast packing forward though. Oh my goodness, he's just breaking Russ's wrist. Finds the kill, just sliding on past him. Now pushing up, looking for more, and he's got him. A flawless round where it seemed like it definitely should not have been. But ZETA Division continue onward, now 6-0.
Okay, so from my perspective, Polvi wanted to use his showstopper through that smoke. I want to see the POV if we can from depth. Unfortunately, we could not.
Oh, just getting him while he's trying to recover his util.
Yeah, that thrash turned into his graveyard. But I mean, that's the strength as well as the change on the doors on Lotus, right? You hear those kind of utilities, you're like, open the door right now. They can exit very quickly. That punish play from Polvi just turned it around on its head. And he's still on an operator.
One-way smoke set up here. It's just a couple of inches away from being spotted. Dep tapping the orb, backing off, Polvi up, falling forward here.
Grenade!
Sends the paint shells just to try to clear. Goes for the peak, but and the smoke was up, and Dep just swinging back in. Blaze King trying to get a punish, trying to catch these players that are rotating, because I mean, this maneuver has been done so many times now already from ZETA. They check over at C, try to grab the orb, rotate to A. Blaze King tries to intercept it, ends up getting caught. Now Benkai stuck in behind the tree, pops aside for the Prowlers, confirm that he is still here, and he just gets flushed out. Russ actually pushing in behind his own. The wingman able to find a nice little punish. Himself a second kill. Yodan going to be taken down. Do they do it again? It was in round 7 that they were able to find their first round victory there on Bind.
There.
Maybe history bound to repeat itself here on Lotus. Polvi gets himself up onto the high ground. Spike plant resumes.
Spike planted.
2 from rope, 1 from stairs. Alarm bot is there from Laz to catch Lightning Fast on the push-up, however. He's going to drop down the smoke. Push up. There you go. Alarm bot triggered. Looking. Can't scope in fast enough to find Hirodon. Sugar Zero. There to find the finisher. Cleans it up, and this time history will not repeat. ZETA will just continue looking dominant.
Wow. What control from ZETA Division here. And this is the, the saying for Global that everything that could go wrong will go wrong. And it has. Look at it. The timing for Global Esports should have been fine. Pushing out of stairs, sure, it's obvious now to ZETA Division. That's a very quick timeout to be called. I'm pretty sure it's again from Global Esports.
Yeah, I mean, these are basically back-to-back, just 2 rounds separating. And I mean, that's just true.
Yeah.
Just desperation here.
Yeah, they are very much on red alert at this point. Again, I just wanted to say, they were coming into the site, and then Heron was just holding in near the spike himself, started to push forward once he heard the commotion coming in from stairs, and then the timing on Polvy's peak, he couldn't see him through the scope. Man, the percentage chance that that actually happens on Polvy has happened way too many times. It really does suck to be in that position. And Global Esports, wow, I mean it's still somewhat early to say, but it's turning into a game that ZETA Division will likely 13-0. First one in the kickoff. Again, too early to say.
I mean, good God, that was a rarity, you know, last year. What, just the one?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if it happens here, maybe if ZETA pull that off, GE will go on to win champions. Or for EG, maybe that's the magic. Blaze King back out. Does luckily get away without taking any damage. Orb locked in. Smoke coming down. Try to further stop this push from coming in.
They can take their sweet time as well, because Showstopper is available for depth here, so I think they're just cooking again. Yeah, forcing some of these utilities to be spotted first. Maybe coaxing GE to play some crossfire angles in tricky spots, but since they do have, you know, a player like Euron who has that Odin of his, now they know something's up.
Trap wire spotted. Forward position there in the stairs, taken unscattered though, but never mind. Yurodon will be able to catch Russ. Step now, shorty in hand. Oh, it's just around the corner. That reload is going to be heard, but as they try to swing in, Laz right out in front of main is going to be able to gun down too. Depp will eventually line up the shot there onto Benkai. It's going to be another flawless here. As ZETA will not be dissuaded. 8-0 out of dominance, but this is the round that the timeout's called for. This is the buy coming back in for GE.
Yeah. And once they started to see, once that Boombot actually spotted the trap wire, you immediately see the rotations from ZETA Division just go straight into the other side. They know already that there's something up there on that A side now that they've transitioned Benkai in. But yeah, you're absolutely right. This is going to be the round where they try to make something happen again.
On cleared, Polvy, fine for now. As Sugar Zero holding behind the boxes, waiting to see if there's going to be any more forward aggression coming through. See who's patient, where's thin first. Step up on top, maybe looking for a showstopper entry. It's like, okay, Sugar Zero will back away. Prowler locking onto him there the very last second. GE gets 3 players corralled, ready to intercept over here at A, but now it's looking like the call from ZETA might be to not attack this site at all.
Yeah, I mean, they're still pretty cautious that, you know, funneling themselves in when they don't know where Blaze King is through that Nightfall is.
Have they read that Polvy is still going to be in this position?
Not yet.
There it is!
Oh!
Polvy gets the 2-for-1. The Prowler does get its munch, but that is still damage dealt. Now the TP over. Lightning Fast arriving at the C site. Everybody else from ZETA pivoting back over towards
30
A.
seconds left.
Smoke coming down. Top rope. Benkai potentially wary about the B hit. Is Paranoia going to be sent through over a tree? Camera still set up.
Welcome to my world.
You have
invested Yuron. Yep, they don't want to give this up. They want that perfect record.
They probably will try. Okay, let's see. Blaze King, has the Nightfall. Prowler in hand, so he can at least trace one player if the Nightfall hits anybody, which it certainly might be if he just targets it inside that pit. Oh, the camera also gives them that information. Here comes the retake.
Laz needs to be careful. If they get that neural theft off, then that could allow them to flush Yuron out of this pit. Now though, that's going to be the Nightfall expiring. Yuron taking it low, trying to get the hell off of that Molly, but he cannot. Russ will take him out. Polvy comes up with a 4K to get Global on the board at long last.
No no chances for a perfect record here for Zeta Division, and you're absolutely right. That was, again, you know, blink it and you'll miss. The one who doesn't move gets paid the most. And Colby held this angle for half of that round, and he got 2 on a collateral. He will take it.
I mean, yeah, you have to take anything you can get right now. Let's be frank here. I mean, this is a very bad situation. I'm not going to be a snake oil salesman and say, like, things are going great. I think Global can come back in this.
Yeah,
They're getting trashed right now. But they need more rounds like that. They need performances like that from Bolvi if they want to have any hope of turning this around. He's right back onto the same spot. Dizzy over the top, Laz tucking behind the box.
There.
Still coming down. Wingman instantly locking on. They're going to try to clear him. Laz will find one before getting taken out. Exchange is found.
Cage trigger.
The rest of the team, though, pushing their way forward onto A once more. Benkai crept up. Flush against the wall, inside stairs. Cam again situated over towards tree, not cleared for the moment.
Everyone's just quiet here from Zeta. They are not giving any information away. Thrash used by Russ here. Any value?
The scout spray coming down, but Kane not going to be found. Deb rolling out that showstopper, just trying to keep him at bay. He does get caught by the C's, but there's just nothing Blaze King can do to try to get an angle here. Showstopper about to expire. He sends it around the corner, and he's just too close. Blaze King ends up getting taken out. Lightning fast pushing forward, however, will be able to find Yuran. 2v3. And before I can even say another word, Yuran and Sugar Zero will close out the round. Zeta Division just not allowing for GE to get a second in a row.
I felt like Poli was better off not having Russ with him pushing on C long. Because both of them were holding 2 different angles, even though they were kind of stacked up on top of each other. Sure, yeah, they get the trade immediately, but that's your star fragger down. And then Russ has to rotate all the way around, give up the A site, and sure, he has the Thrash, but...
Oh boy. Oh,
Deja vu?
Oh.
Nah, they're aware of it.
Okay,
It's only gonna happen one time. One time.
Fade out, Benkai does get clipped by that. Forces him back over towards the better spot. Now the lockdown gonna be dropped in by Laz. Benkai gonna have to respect this in the end, as Depp himself very far forward through this smoke over at Waterfall, where Lightning Fast trying to use that Odin tech against him, and will be able to do so successfully. Everybody else going for the 4-man approach. Showstopper at the ready, jumping up over the top, and Laz gets the headshot before the rocket can be released.
Bring them down.
One of their tools taken away from them here. Now the 4v4. Dizzy not spotting anything. Lightning Fast on the spray. Finds another one. Sugar Zero going to be taken down. Zunan tries to swing back out. He gets dropped. The rest of Blaze King will find one apiece. The fuse comes in, and Global get themselves a second round.
Huge retake there from Global Esports. They're feeding the ultimate here to Russ coming into this last round.
You did good.
That looked a little bit worrisome.
In the half.
There was this point where Benkai had his camera up. I think he was trying to give information for Polby. Polby just still wanted to check where he could reliably throw out his ultimate rather than just dash in and, you know, kind of be that spear tip for the rest of Global Esports to start pouring into the side for that retake. That being said, still going to be, again, a successful retake for Global Esports. They are stopping Zeta.
The last round of the half, Depp coming out here with the attack operator. Again, Yuran just poking and prodding over at A. Depp jumping forward, and he's going to peek in. Take down Lightning Fast. Says, yeah, I'll eat some damage just to be able to clear that Odin out. Will be another one in the hands of Benkai. As the door gets tapped, he's going to have to start rotating back over here towards Waterfall, but the smoke comes down, and the Prowler goes in the chase.
Wow.
At the same time, just does get chopped. So just pull back.
He gets away. Really timed that doorway. Anyways,
Okay.
Benkai. Master wallbang.
Spray through. Tap in. Polvi trying to approach from behind. Let's get taken down. Last one, nice little lurk. And the tap on here with the spike. Tap, however, holding the angle. Gets the shot across before the Dizzy can come in. Benkai picks up one. Now it's Depp and Laz. Try to see if they can convert this and get a 10 in 2 half. pushing forward. Gun barrel about to be spottable. Sees it. Blaze King with the adjustment. Comes up with the kill.
30 seconds left.
Not revealing. Spike grabbed. Depp with everything to do. 76 HP to get it done. Benkai in the back. Doesn't see anything as he dips down below, and as he swings the corner, Benkai will get the 3K to get the third round.
That was a huge round given by Benkai. He stopped the plant on the spike, and he stops the plant on the possible plant, or stops the possible plant on the spike. Excuse me, I'm losing my words now. But with the help of the Odin, and because of that, they just held C even without touching the site itself. An absolute god of wallbang Benkai has been for that one round. And 9-3, damage is done against Global, but it's been remedied somewhat in these past 3 rounds.
Just a bit, but there's still a lot of work to be done for GE and their fans watching. They are very much believing in curses.
I love the 9-3 curse. It does happen a lot. Will it happen this one, though?
The 9-3 curse isn't real. Comeback gameplay, that's what's real.
Ah, okay. The more scientific reasoning for it.
Yes.
Not superstitious. Okay.
Frequency is too low for it to be a curse. Anyway, we'll get ready to go into this one. ZETA now swap themselves over onto the defense, and it's looking like maybe a really big send here at the B site. Ping's coming down. Essentially going to route through connector, or at least warning that there could be rotation coming through there once this round does begin.
Wow. Depth is 18 kills. I was just noticing that. Polvi, after that one round where he got the 4K, that's the only time that he got the continuous kills from that first half. The other one was just the 2, and then ZETA got like 8 rounds before he got that 4K. So
yeah.
Polvi's return here hasn't been the best.
On out, going to be cleared. Like 4, just aggressive paint shell use there from Depp. There's Russ about to some contact here onto the B site. The jump forward. Yodan this time not able to line up the shots. Takes quite a bit of damage. Sits down a snake bite and push over top of the vulnerable. Polvi will lose his life there. Break out through the baby door now as Depp, as well as Sugar Zero, come rotating in and lightning fast. He is surrounded inside of this smoke. They don't know about it. Last finding Blaze King as Wingman gets the plant. The Dizzy goes up over the top. Blind's not going to be found. And right now, so much importance is being put here on lightning fast, but he's been spotted. Taken down last with the kill. Is he ready for the close angle? The answer is going to be no. He's just way too low on HP. Russ, however, now going to be paranoid.
Okay.
Does manage to find one. A decent parting gift, but the defuse is there. ZETA Division 3-1 in pistols and now 10-3 in rounds.
The reason why you see ZETA just not, quickly pouring into the side was, you were mentioning how Lightning Fast was lurking. If you look at the line of sight for Depp, he was actually looking towards the B side from Baby Door, very much aware of where a possible flank could be. But that one was huge. There was some overheating there, or some overreaching there for Polvi, where he really wanted to get that kill. Even pushing through the snake bite. That's some wishful thinking, but it blows up in his face very quickly.
Thinking about it, there actually was a ping as they were rotating over towards A on that smoke that Lightning Fast was lurking within.
There you go.
Seems like the awareness there from ZETA.
They're so sharp this game.
Yeah, just layers upon layers. As right now, Depp, Benkai basically shoulder to shoulder. Judge to be Stinger. We'll see if that fight does come to fruition. Nano used over here at C, and oh no, Russ, his head showing. Spike still there on the floor. Benkai gets the better of Depp off screen. As the door gets tapped, Yuran, sees them already entering in here onto the site. Plant in the corner. Rush coming in. Benkai does manage to hound him down.
You let them fight, but at what cost? This is what, a force buy again from GE?
It is. Desperate times, desperate measures, but if they can get the round win here, it will be very worth it. Prowler scouts onto 1. On drops in. Sugar Zero rushing off the back of that. Great timing between he and Hiroron to find the punish and give themselves the man advantage once more.
Last player.
On finding Blaze King and Sugar Zero getting Benkai. Unfortunately here for the side of GE, the force buy does not hold water.
So a couple of things. First one, killed by Laz through that smoke. That was Sugar Zero smoke. So that was an intentional smoke that they did so that Laz would have that specific angle to get that first kill. The other one is on that post plant. Whoa. I didn't even realize how he got that second kill. Also, yeah, this post plant right here, they played the farther angles with a Stinger and a Spectre. Farther angles with SMGs. Not really the best when your opponents have Bulldogs.
Well, again, it's going to be the force up, just anything that they can try to scrape together. They want to stop ZETA from getting this up to match point. Just a jump across, step, force off the angle there with the Outlaw.
My buddy.
So Russ can safely recover that Dizzy.
There.
Tap on the door, but already this really heavy presence here from the side of the ZETA division. If they were to go for a B pivot right now, honestly, wouldn't be a bad spot for GE. And now that they break down that baby door, that might just be the call. Step is just trying to fish for some shots here. He's only got 6 bullets left, so needs to be a bit careful on that one, and as will get dropped. Snake bite to go ahead for the delay. Smoke comes in. Looks like for now, Yuran just going to lurk within it. To see over the top, but yet another snake bite, just keeping them locked in position. Wingman now will go forward to try to get the plant down. And spotted. Kill comes through.
Spike planted.
Plant is in for G.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Crash coming, paint shells at Dep's feet. Waits a very long time, but his Mulvey goes pushing forward. Just gets stoned by Hiroron.
No.
Just wasn't ready for it at all. Paranoia now crashing across. Russ trying to watch up above. Does manage to put some damage down on the Yuran, and Benkai has so much pressure applied, but Hiroron turns back.
Defuse.
Gets the read, gets the kill, and the defuse is getting stuck. 4 bullets left, not a hope in hell. ZETA division take it up to match point.
I was about to say that buy
Match
for
point.
Global Esports, even though they did have the rifles, it felt like a desperation buy. Half shields all abound. ZETA realized it. I mean, there wasn't any big kills on the Outlaw, but come on.
Let's be clear. They've all been desperation buys. I'm not trying to be mean,
Yeah,
but it ain't
has
been
been.
good.
Yeah. I mean, these are, again, them wanting to turn somewhat the tide and hope to string a few rounds in. But it ultimately leads to ZETA having easier retakes for themselves, I feel.
The one way. Should have heard that TP up, but enough util push their way to force them back. So Dep for now has to get off the angle. Paint shell is available, however.
They're still
It's a
pushing
full
for it.
5-man send outside of C at the moment. Boomba cleared. Dep down. It's gonna be nade for nade. Letting it in. C's connecting. Smoke dissipating right as the Dizzy hits, but taking the blast pack out. Gets himself to safety. And Yuran swings the corner to confirm that nobody's made it into the site. The wingman now starting to advance forward. Cyber Cage comes up, but not fast enough. Yuran spots one, spots another. Double kill coming in. Nice answering fire. The spray looking decent. Comes up with some eliminations here for the side of GE. Laz finds another as those neural depth reveal.
were able to do when they had that Magic Heads bleed